So welcome to Yoga Studio 9. My name is Lauran. Some of you had written in and requested that we speak a little bit to the people who are just beginning their yoga practice. Like, what do we recommend for people who are just beginning the journey? And I highly recommend that everyone who's beginning this journey of yoga practice with a journal next to them. Because what you're going to find, at least in my experience and many others, is that the journey of yoga, the journey of opening the body, is really a journey of like moving inwards through the multiple layers of your being. That includes like going deep into the subconscious, if you will. So a lot of times when I practice, like I'll discover some really impactful, powerful, almost clairvoyant vision or thought, like the ahas that you have in the shower. That happens on my yoga mat all the time. And so practicing with a journal allows me to immediately solidify the sandcastle, as Anne Lamott says, write it down, and then I can go right back into my practice without having to think, oh, I got to remember that, I got to remember that. So the first thing I think on a fundamental level for a brand new beginner is practice with a journal and record kind of the beautiful images or the insights that come to the surface. So if you're brand new to yoga, one of the things I recommend and that I deeply encourage people to do is to recognize that your breath is your greatest teacher. And the movement of the practice is navigated by your breath. And in a classroom setting, it's interesting because most of us are used to going to like a fitness class or even in our school education, and we're used to like following orders. Yoga is not about following orders. Okay? It's not Simon Says. It's about listening to and moving from those deep waves, the deep expanse of your breath. So that may mean that you stay in a pose longer than your teacher says, or that may mean that you spend a little less time in a pose that your teacher says. If you're listening to your breath, then you're practicing yoga. So if you're brand new to yoga, it's an interesting practice to ask yourself, what is the general cadence of my life off the mat? Can you consider that for a moment? Is your life a go, 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 super fast all the time in your car, to the office, to lunch, to meetings, on a plane, getting home? If your life is really fast, if that's the general cadence of your life, then allow your yoga practice to be the opposite of that, to create balance through slowing down the mind and the body. Now, if your life tends to be more lethargic, tends to be slower moving, then perhaps a very invigorating, faster moving, even increasing the rate of your breath can be a means of creating balance. So once you recognize what was the cadence of my day today and how to create balance is to actually do the opposite of that cadence on your mat. So explore that next time you come to your yoga mat.